Hi, my name's Graham Johnson. I'm going to play to you a couple of clips from a child safeguarding motion that councillors Ed Hill and Angie Nash attempted to move at Devon County Council last Tuesday, calling for an independent review of child safeguarding at Devon County Council to show you how farcical and bad proceedings were. You'll have a clip somewhere down below to the full 50-minute proceedings. Let me first set the scene as to what certainly I regard as the most germane reason for them presenting this motion. Uh, on the 19th of October, Devon County Council allowed a queer group out there to hold a queer fest targeting minors of, quote, all ages, unquote. And amongst the inevitable child safeguarding breaches, they offered sweets to children for their contact details. And Devon County Council ruled that is not a child safeguarding breach because, quote, sweets are not restricted to a specific age group, knowing the event was specifically for children. Let's play the first clip.
That the chronology has, as set out for this sort of stuff, has been already shared with you, Councillor Hill?
It was reported in the local media that the CCTV footage did not need to be retained.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry about...
Point of order, Chairman.
Councillor Connett.
If I may, I am very content that Councillor Hill, as a councillor, has a right to move a motion. But very clearly, this meeting is being used to recite a series of events that he is aware of at a venue. Rather than addressing, the council therefore resolves to the points with which we are being asked to consider. Now, in my view, if we are to discuss an event that was held somewhere else, this item should be deferred to another meeting. We should have a report from the relevant chief officer on the facts. If we are to discuss improving safeguarding, then I would invite the councillor to consider his motion and address his comments to the wider points. Chairman, that's my point of order, but I'm happy to move a deferral because very clearly Councillor Hill wants to discuss an event rather than the purpose of the motion, which would now seem to be a subterfuge in order to raise a matter here, which appears to have been investigated by others quite thoroughly. I am not in a position, Chairman, to be able to comment on that because I'm not aware of the facts, but would like to be aware of the facts before I voted on this motion. So I think there's an either-or there, Chairman. Either defer it or focus on the issue, which is the substance of the motion, rather than the events which may have led to it.
Okay.
So I thought I'd play all of what our councillor Alan Connett said. So in his own words, his point of order is...
This item should be deferred to another meeting.
And the response of his Lib Dem colleague chair, Councillor Caroline Lever, is...
Okay.
So she has accepted this item should be deferred to another meeting. Okay, she has accepted that as a point of order. Right, now, bear with me because I'm pretty cat-handed at doing these things. Let's move on. 20 minutes later, just over 20 minutes later, to an identical point of order being raised by a reform councillor and listen to to the chair, Councillor Lever's response. Bear with me, let me move this on.
So, to get back into the flow, I'm yet to be assured whether it be an appropriate event being held at a library or a child who has suffered a life-changing
I'm really sorry
injury.
to stop you. We have just moments ago
I'm
heard that
finishing
it's
my-
about, if I could please finish without you interrupting me, I'd be most grateful. Thank you. You have just been asked by the Director of Legal Services to stick to the motion and not talk about the event, because actually this is about process rather than going through the minutiae about what happens at a particular event or not. So if you could do that, we would be most grateful to you. Thank you.
With all due respect, if you let me finish, then you'll realise that I'm not actually going to be talking about the event.
Excuse me.
So,
Excuse me.
Point of order.
Councillor
Can I-
Nash, please
due
be quiet.
respect-
Would you sit down for now, please?
Chair.
Thank you.
Chair, point of order.
Thank you, Councillor Stevens. Yeah, point of order, maybe?
Okay, I don't normally say much, right, but I would like to defer this because this is getting a bit like a table tennis match. People aren't listening. We've got the public watching us. This is quite contentious. So I would like the chair to either put it to the vote to defer it if we're allowed, but I think this is going nowhere, right, and it's not professional.
So, an identical point of order, calling for the meeting to be deferred. Let us see. Let's see what the chair, Councillor Lever, says about this identical point of order from a reform councillor.
Okay. That's not a point of order.
Oh my goodness. A Lib Dem councillor, can we defer the meeting? Point of order, can we defer the meeting? Okay. Identical point of order from a reform councillor. That's not a point of order. I think we can see the screaming bentness of this Liberal Democrat chair. Certainly, when hearing child safeguarding motions, she is a hardcore LGBTQ activist. And normally she is absolutely perfect at sounding very nice and reasonable. When she interrupted Councillor Angie Nash, you saw her mask slip, you saw the real her. Like I said, you can see the whole of the proceedings in the link that I'm going to give below. Darkest Devon just got darker. The nation needs to be watching what is going on.
Raining